Hi, good morning. My God, family time this morning. Sorry about that. Sometimes you just got to run late. It's my thing. I don't know why. But I do tend to run late. I apologize for that. Actually, I was getting really, really good at not doing that for quite a time. But you know what? I was sitting here and God dog, if it's not already Thursday, the first full week of September. Today's what? 9/5. Today's September 5th. It's already September 5th. What the hell happened? Where'd September go? I feel like I forgot about the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Monday was a holiday, and that was bad enough because I always get jacked up on holidays. Good morning, beautiful people. Freya's here. Julie Cole's here. Julie Lindsay's here. Sheila Lippmeyer's here. All the cool people are in the house. Thank you very much. That was your wake-up call. I promise not to do that again. Man, I had to, my knee's been hurting me really, really bad. I've had surgery on it before, just had the garbage cleaned out underneath the kneecap. And that's literally what the doctor said. He did an MRI and he said, "Man, you got a lot of garbage under your kneecap." And I said, "Yeah?" He said, "Yeah, I got to go in there and clean that stuff out. It'll never get you better." I said, "Okay, man, whatever you got to go. Just do it." And then my other knee, my right knee, I had to have a total knee replacement on that about 5 years ago, I think. I think it's been about 5 years ago. Craziest thing in the world. 2 days till the VFW auction. That's right. That's right. Sheila wants to know where 2019 went. So do I. Honest to God, so do I. This has been the fastest moving year. And the seasons have been so far out of whack that it's hard to tell what's where. Indian summer, though. Got a little Indian summer going on this week around here. I know it's too early to call it Indian summer, but it's definitely not the dog days. I don't think Kansas City, our area, and I have to remember that you guys are not standing right next door to me, I have to remember that Julie and Freya, you guys are about the closest ones. Everybody else is scattered about. So whenever I talk about the weather, I assume your weather is the exact same. I don't know what's wrong with me. Julie said she's glad that the year's moving on fast. I kind of am too. I was picturing in my mind where I was going to put my Christmas tree at this year. My husband and I were married on December 23rd. And it was enjoyable. It really was. We had a great party. Our reception was so much fun. And the church was already decorated for Christmas. And so it had a lot of gold, a lot of red and gold. They had lots of those poinsettia plants lining. The church was loaded. It was so beautiful. And the minister said, "Look, man, don't. The only thing I ask you to do is please do not decorate the church. We'll have plants there for Christmas. We'll have it looking lovely, but please, I ask you, don't decorate the church. Just let us have our regular life, right?" So I was like, "Okay, no problem." When I walked in and saw how beautiful the church was, I was like, "Oh my God, the angels came in here and decorated." It was really nice. Any hoosies, our reception hall, we asked people not to bring us gifts. Excuse me, because this was second marriage for my husband and for me as well. So we had everything that we needed, and plus that we were both. He was in his 50s, I was in my 40s. I think I was. So we've been married 15 years. I was 38 when we got married. That doesn't seem right, but I guess it probably is. It just doesn't seem right. Anyway, I still have most of the ornaments. Every year I add one to it. So I really, really look forward to Christmas because when I decorate the tree, I remember who gave me what ornaments. I remember their faces. I may not always remember their first names, but their names are written on the back of most of the ornaments or wherever I could. So I could remember that. So it's kind of sad whenever I lose one. And it seems like every year I lose one or two. But truth is, I replace it with one for our anniversary and one as a Christmas gift. You know, just a Christmas gift to each other, ourselves. Whatever. Throw one on the tree. Depends on what kind of mood I'm in that Christmas. Oh, shoot. How is everybody? What's going on? You know what? Julie says her favorite holiday for decorating is Christmas, and really mine is too. And it did not used to be that way. Used to just couldn't stand Christmas. Couldn't stand it. It was just sad because I never had any money. When you're broke, and when you've been broke for a long time, and this is really before people started the angel trees, and before I just had the weirdest thing just pop up. Maybe it's just the way my mouse is. Yes, it was. Okay. So it was before a lot of people recognized that families really do go without during the holidays, you know, unless you're, I don't know. It's been a while. Anyway, it was broke for a long, long time. And the holidays were the saddest, heaviest things for me because, you know, there's so much expectation for the holidays. There's so much. And when you cannot fulfill those expectations, it is it's heartbreaking. And I can see why people tend to lose hope and lose faith around the holidays. I really can. I can understand that because I did every year, you know. And it didn't have anything to do with seasonal affective disorder. No, it was strictly the holidays. It was the holidays from Thanksgiving to probably Valentine's Day, you know, because those are just the love holidays, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, I'm happy too, Julie Cole. I really am. I feel like I'm finally at a point in my life where, you know, I tell people all the time, I love that you're in my life. I really do. Yeah, but if you're not contributing to my life in a positive way, and that can be anything, you know, just as long as there's not a lot of drama that's dragged into my life because of yours, just because I don't want that. I don't want drama in my life. So I'm very choosy about those little people that I let in my secret corner because, you know, your life is your world. It's how you live. And the people, you know what, and you used to hear when you was a kid that you are judged, your character is judged by the people's character that you hang out with, not their appearance, really. I know a lot of bikers that look really rough and really mean, but they're the gentlest souls you'll ever see. You know, I know a lot of veterans that carry a lot of baggage, and they'll torture themselves with that baggage, but they won't give it to you, you know. Holidays are hard. Pam said that she lost her dad during the holidays. Yeah, and trying to get more into it for the kids, and that's, you know, the beauty of having children is if you and your spouse are on the same wavelength, if you're thinking the same thing, you know, that maybe, like, say, for instance, if you believe that Christmas is too commercialized, there's the word, too commercialized. Most people do. Well, if you believe that, then you and your husband have the ability to shape your children's world to make it non-commercialized, you know? Turn the TV off. It's not hard to do. I spent a year without a television, and my kids didn't mind it. They didn't really like it because they were the weird kids with no TV. But I was tired of it, and I was mad. I got mad at them because I could not get them to do anything except sit in front of that television and play games. You know, I got stuff to do, and you got to help me because I can't do it all by myself. So I got mad, threw the TV away, and started taking them outdoors and started going and playing with them and interacting and learning about the stars and teaching them everything that I could. And I loved my kids, but that's why I did it. Because I felt like I have this chance, this one chance right now to make a difference and try to make a change. Or I could say, screw it, and let the world control what my children saw and understood and believed. Pam said she wants to throw a hammer through her TV. It's so hard to let go of. I don't get, hi Colette, good morning or good afternoon for you, love. I don't get network TV here. I got my Fire Stick, and I decided I did not want to pay those outrageous prices for good television, for TV that I enjoy, which I can get on Fire TV. And by paying a couple of, $5 a month to watch the History Channel, instead of paying $150 a month because I want to watch the History Channel, I can purchase the History Channel, Discovery, whatever particular channels that I want, each one $5 a month with that Fire TV. I have to have an Amazon account to get it, but I'm just telling you this for your information. And it still does not make up as much money as cable costs. And I don't miss it. I don't miss television. If I want to know what's going on in the world, or if I really, really want to know, I can always go to the internet and find out. I just don't want to know. I know enough. And Pam's right. She said I wouldn't miss TV at all. As long as I had my music, I'm good. My husband and I were driving yesterday, and I'm crazy. Almost every single song on the radio I know that is my generation music, 80s, 90s, 70s, 60s, 50s. Everything from about the 90s on back, I know. And I sing the songs all the time. I'm always singing. And my husband said, "Man, you must have listened to the radio a lot when you were growing up." And I was thinking about it, and I thought, yeah, I did. And I still did up till just a few years ago, actually, until we started apartment living. Ugh, I hate apartment living. So, and here's something really funny. I was watching, when we were at the lake over the weekend, I guess it must have been Monday morning, I went into my sister's RV, and they have cable, or they can tap into their home cable and get it in their RV. Some of you know what I'm talking about. I don't. Anyway, it was the hell's her name? You know what? And I'm so ignorant. All I can think of is Regis and Kathy Lee, and that's been way long ago. And I can't think of her name because I never watched the show. I know you guys know who I'm talking about. It's just a morning talk show, and they were doing different hacks. And they were showing how to take a paper towel tube, the cardboard tube, and cut a hole in a Dixie cup, a plastic cup, like a beer cup. Put two together. Put the paper towel tube into each one of the cups, and so you've got them facing both the same direction. Put a little slice in that, and you slide your cell phone with a speaker in, and you got yourself a homemade speaker system. And I was laughing. I just started laughing my butt off, and because I could see myself setting that up, and I was planning on, man, I could do that. I got the cups right here, right now. And then I just started laughing. I thought, you're so damn cheap, Sharon Lee. You're so cheap. Oh, shoot. Yes, I do remember calling in to get the favorite song played. That was so much fun. Why don't we do that anymore? I guess they don't play, well, still, they weren't really records when I was doing it, when you were calling in getting those songs played. You tried that, Julie? Oh, that's so funny. I hope it worked. That's hilarious. Awesome. I'm glad I'm not the only one. So Colette says that she used to have cable, but now has Freeview, and the programs that she watches are on Freeview. Awesome. Julie said we can get it on the internet, and that's so funny. I'm glad you guys have tried that cup trick too. I thought it was great. I know I've set my cell phone down in a glass if I was working in the kitchen. I might pop it down in a bowl or something so I could hear it better. That's so funny. Man, God, it's going to be a beautiful day today. It really is. I want you to know about the video that I'm working on. You guys, it's so crappy. It's really not. I mean, all I'm doing is sitting there carrying on a conversation with Yoshashan, and sometimes I speak to the camera. Sometimes I don't. Julie, turn your radio on, love. Get some music going. Hit Pandora. Find your favorite 80s music. Get some Valley Girl stuff going. I don't know. So, yeah, you got to get that music back in your life. We all need to do that. We all need to get music back in our lives. Shoot, I had something on my mind and then I lost it. I'm so sorry. Hate that. Help me out if anybody remembers what I was saying. Throw it up there. In the meantime, I'm going to read a card. It is internet radio. It is. But the cool thing is that you can type in your favorite band. You know, like I love Blind Melon. I haven't listened to Blind Melon in a while. And I turned Kim onto it. My friend Kim turned her on to Blind Melon. They're the one that plays the song No Rain. All I can say is my life is pretty plain. You know that song? Anyway, that band, that band is real cool, bluesy. I don't know what kind of music it is. It's very cool. It's real hippie music. They almost got thrown in with that sound, grunge music. They almost got thrown in with grunge because their music style came out the same time that grunge music did. They were just all in that little hippie parade time. And this was in the early 90s. And unfortunately, the grunge was so loud that it overplayed the really cool mellow sound of Blind Melon. It just outplayed them. So they made a couple of good hits, and then they kept making music, and they kept touring, and they did really well with their music and their tours. They just never got loudly popular. Sheila, yeah, see? And Colette likes the 70s music, yeah. Nice. I'm 80s, 70s. I guess it's the oldies now. That's what's so funny, is that the music that I really enjoy listening to is oldies. But what's really funnier than that is my nephew was bouncing around the kitchen one day, and this has been a few years ago. He was bouncing around the kitchen singing some song that his mom grew up listening to. And she goes, "How do you know the words to that song?" And he goes, "Oh, Mom, I found the coolest radio station. This music is really, really good." And she said, "Well, what is it?" And he said like 101 The Fox, which is our local oldies music station, 80s music station. And she just started laughing, and he said that him and his friends listen to this music all the time. Whatever's played today they don't like, but they sure do love the old stuff. So I thought that was pretty cool. So what's going on here? Let's see here. Sheila knows that song. Pam said, "I legit made myself a spiritual travel pack with my card sage and myrrh and Palo Santo and crystals. I still need to add to it." That is very cool. I like that. I would add to it some sacred oil spray. If you can find some sacred oil spray that's created. As a matter of fact, check out check out Kim's page. I don't know which one she uses. I will have to get her. Kim, when you come on here, please post up the name of your shop, so that people can contact you if you have any spiritual blessing oil. And the reason is because some places you really want to put out some kind of a room blessing, banishing, whatever, a protection, motel, hotel, for instance, acquaintance home. If you're just passing through and friend of a friend says, yeah, you can come stay at my place, love to have you, you might want to take some spiritual blessing spray, because they may not want you to burn sage or Palo Santo in the house. So, and I've run into that problem with the events that I go to. If it's an indoor event, you cannot burn sage. And if it's an outdoor event, you may not still be able to burn sage. It just depends on the event that you're at. And so I would suggest, with that spiritual travel pack, get yourself a bottle of oil, of a sacred oil spray, so that you can use that as a room blessing. And what else? A pendulum. Always have a pendulum on you, man, in your pocket, in your bra pocket, in your back pocket. It doesn't matter what pocket, but keep a pendulum on you. Beach Boys. I loved the Beach Boys. And does anybody remember the Everly Brothers? Oh my God. That was not necessarily I guess it probably was, because I was born in 1965. I think they were around in 65. I love the Everly Brothers music. I love their music. But I also love 40s big band music. And I do love David and Deep Purple and Led Zeppelin. Oh, Led Zeppelin. Oh, I did get to go see Led Zeppelin in concert. That was so much fun. These days, you know what, Sheila? I kind of tend to listen sometimes to country music. It's not that I'm not a fan, because I am, especially bluegrass. Love that stuff. Love my dad's music, which was kind of a country bluegrass mix. And I'm watching him play his music. Excuse me. That was a sweet memory. That was a sweet one. But country music oftentimes is so damn sad. It's so sad. Yeah, it's so sad. For me, Moon Manor. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking Moon Manor as well. I know that's the name of her store, but I don't know that she has her web page. If you want to get a hold of Kim, you can get a hold of her through here for sure, through Little Sister. But you can also contact her at Christian Witches, Luna and Asta on Facebook. And you can contact with her, and I'm sure she can help you out with that. Deep Purple's Chasing Shadows is amazing. It is. Pam said I wanted to put Cooper in there. Cooper, oh yeah, he's crazy dude. I am more, the music that I really enjoyed was Ozzy, Metallica, Pantera. Oh, I love Pantera. Sweet Child, When a Blind Man Cries, and Sweet Child in Time. Nice. Julie still puts on the music when she cleans. I haven't done that in so long. And I know I would be so much happier if I did, just to have the music, those sweet vibrations. And remember that when you're happy and when you're singing and when you're being joyful, Spirit is joyful right alongside you. Spirit is so happy when you're happy. And when you're singing while you're cleaning, it's almost like a meditation, because you have the rhythm, the music. Judas Priest was your first concert. Are you ready for this one? My first concert was Iron Maiden. I love Iron Maiden. If nobody's ever heard their music and you just assume that Iron Maiden is a acid rock band, because that's what I grew up thinking, but whenever I got turned on to their music, I realized that they were historians. They tell music, their music tells stories in every single song, and the battle songs that they're telling, and this is all British music, British history, excuse me, and they go back to many long years ago. Back in the 900s when they've got some big battle going on, and the music they're playing and the guitar that's playing, it sounds like horses galloping. I'm not kidding. The music is just absolutely amazing for being naturally produced without electronic help, because they just use drums, guitar, cymbals, tambourines, whatever. But it was musical instruments that they got together and created this sound. And so when they're singing the song of a battle, you're there. So, woo, man, got out of that one. Made me think of Iron Maiden. I just fell in love with them. Pam's never, ever been to a concert. You should treat yourself one time. But go see somebody that you love their music. And sit back in a dark corner and just enjoy it. But spirit, when we are doing a task like cleaning, okay, and this is on kind of a metaphysical level right now that I'm thinking, okay? So something about drawing circles. It's something about this motion of drawing circles that tends to, for me, trigger meditation, an astral journey, a connection with my spirit guides, I think. I think that's probably the best way to put it. It's a connection with spirit. But it has to do with when I've got music playing. And so you've got this music playing, and you remember everything is a frequency. Everything is a frequency. Different sounds of music are carried in different frequencies. And so if you're listening to a tone, a song that is kind of a low vibrational sound, it's got the blues, for instance. The blues are heavy on the low tones, right? You feel sad. You feel the music. You really do. And it's because that vibrational level that music is playing is bringing your vibrations right there. And so when you're listening to a really sad, bluesy, groovy song that you just can't help but move into, but also triggers those little tears in your eyes, it's because the vibrations of the music, the frequency, is resonating with that sadness frequency in your body. Even though it makes you feel good and you want to move, but it also makes you feel blue. And so if you're listening to Metallica or Pantera, for instance, you may be wanting to start a fight. Just saying. When I was young, and I loved to go to concerts, Metallica and Pantera, and I never joined in a mosh pit, but I was certainly on the edge of them more than one time. Julie said some music gives me goosebumps. Yeah, and it can be in a good way or a bad way. But the music that they play at Metallica concert or a Pantera concert is the kind of music that you would want to be played if you were a warrior and you were getting ready to go to battle. You would want some kind of music just to pump you up and go, woof, really bring out that growl. That's Pantera. That's Metallica. Old Metallica, not new Metallica. They got older like we did. You can't be busting out those chords and not expect to rip up some muscles when you get to our age. Pam understands. She says, I feel music. Absolutely, you feel music. Country music is